Yesterday, I explained that the disciples of Shankaracharya asked a very important question to their Guru Shankaracharya, that Mokshana kim tvaritam vidheyam. If we want to realize God immediately, quickly, then what should I do? And the answer came from Jagadguru Shankaracharya Ji Maharaj that Satsangatir nirmamateshu bhakti. You have to do two things. Number one, satsanga, and number two, nishkam, selfless devotion. The practice of selfless devotion. And thus you can realize God immediately. The first thing was very important and explained that what is satsangati. And I explained that satsang is the association of God or the association of those who have realized God. Because those who have realized God already, their doer, their governor, their worker is God Himself. Only it seems like He is a human being, but in that being, God Himself dwells all the time, and He becomes the doer of such a saint. That's why there is no difference between a saint and God. So because we cannot see God, we cannot have the association of God, that's why we have to have the association of a true saint. If we have the association of a true saint and we really surrender to that real saint, then there is no delay in God realization. As soon as we surrender to a true saint, we immediately realize God. But how can we know that who is the true saint and who is not the true saint? This is also a big question, because all our scriptures say you have to surrender yourself only to the true saint, and the meaning of true saint was told yesterday that the one who has thorough knowledge of all the scriptures plus the one who has realized God. So if someone has these two qualities, he has realized God and he has the knowledge of all the scriptures and he has the ability to give that knowledge to others as well, then we should choose such kind of saint as our Guru. He will guide us, and according to his guidance we can immediately realize God. I explained that how can we recognize a true saint as well. And mainly in a nutshell, I said, according to the scriptures, that the one who is wearing saintly dress, or who has lots of disciples, who has lots of ashrams, who has lots of knowledge and he is very good in giving lectures, is not the criteria which we can realize, we can confidently say that he is a true saint. Because having these things, one could be a real saint or could not be a real saint. An impostor can also have these qualities, and saint may also have these qualities. So this is not the symptom of a guru, of a real saint. Then I explained that if a saint is showing the miracles of psychic powers, if he is showing off and he is giving initiation in your ear, telling a mantra in your ear, or if he is giving a boon, he is trying to give you some boon to be very opulent, or to have a son, or to have some wealth or money or good position, etc. They can never be a saint. A saint can never do that. I explained yesterday that why. After explaining all this, also explained that what are the main qualities of a real saint. The main qualities of a real saint is inner. They are inner qualities. And we cannot recognize a saint by observing the inner qualities of a saint, because if he is free from kam, krodh, lobh, moh, all these vices of Maya, if he has no anger, no passion, no greed, then how can we know that he is free from all these bad qualities of Maya? Because our mind is not free from anger, passion, greed, etc. So when we look at someone else, we see the same thing in them as well. Because our mind is full of anger, passion, greed, etc. That's why we see the same things in others as well. So we cannot recognize a saint by their inner qualities. But there is one inner quality of a saint through which we can confidently say that yes, he is a saint. And that quality is the overflowing love, bliss of a saint in the heart of a saint. And when it overflows, then we can see them, see that love through the 8 symptoms of divine love bliss, which are called Sattvic Bhav. Stambhasve dutha romancha sarve dutha vepatu vaivanyamashru pralaya ityashtam sadhikash mritaha. I explained them yesterday, that sometimes his body becomes stiff like a pillar, sometimes his whole body sweat like anything when he is in ecstasy. Sometimes the whole body shakes when he is in ecstasy. Sometimes his complexion changes, his voice changes. Sometimes he becomes unconscious. And when the saint is in ecstasy, when he is dancing and singing in ecstasy, then he creates such an unique atmosphere that the people sitting over there, present over there, their heart also starts brimming with the divine love bliss, and they feel like shedding tears. They don't know why am I crying, but naturally they feel like crying. They have a very nice, very soothing spiritual feeling, love for God. And when you are constantly associating such kind of a saint and you are surrendered to him, then after some practice of devotion, you will see the same symptoms in your body as well. That will be assured. That will assure you completely that yes, he is a real saint, and I am also getting something from that saint. Then you will naturally be more surrendered to the saint. In that way, gradually you will be more and more and more surrendered to the saint. And when you will be surrendered to the real saint, you will get his grace, and by the grace of the saint, your heart will be purified. And after purification, after total purification of your heart, then you will get the divine power of God, and then God will remove your Maya and He will give His darshan to you. The saint does all these things. That's why it's very, very important to have a saint as our guru, but he must be a real saint, a God-realized saint only. Having a saint as our guru is not a fun, it is not a tradition, it is not a fashion, it is not out of fear, rather it is a necessity for an aspirant of God realization. If someone really wants to be free from Maya, if someone really wants to attain divine love bliss, then it is a necessity for him to have a sin. Like if you really want to be educated, then you have to have a teacher of your standard. And then gradually you will go in higher classes. So, if we want to know about God, if we want to realize God, then we have to have a spiritual master. And that spiritual master must be live. At present, he should be here on the earth at present, in our lifetime. Why? Because, as I said, it is not a tradition, it is not a fashion to have a guru. We have to have a guru to get his guidance. The guru guides us constantly. He would tell us that how would you practice devotion. Because he is a God-realized soul, that's why he knows about our past lives, the impressions of our past lives, our spirituality earned in our past lives, and he knows about our future as well. So, because he is God-realized soul, he is omniscient, like God. That's why he would guide you to do some kind of practice of devotion according to your sanskar. And in future as well, if any kind of hindrance is going to come in your life which will be a barrier in your Bhagavad sadhana, in your practice of devotion, then he will guide you how to escape from that as well. He won't tell you that this problem is going to occur in your life, but he will tell you something so that you can avoid that situation and you can smoothly continue your practice of devotion. There are so many things which a saint has to do with this. He has to fight with our bad sanskars. Plus, he has to give strength to us to fight with our bad sanskars. And there are so many other things that he does privately for his surrendered disciples. That's why we have to have a saint as our guru. He should be a God-realized soul for sure. If your guru is not very well conversant with the Vedas, with the other scriptures, then you can make it. But if your guru is not a God-realized soul, then he cannot lead you towards God, because he has no experience. Like you see, in many garages, some small boys, the teenagers, they work. They are not educated. They work in the garage. You take your car, within no time, they will see some bolt, some screw and fix it up within 5-6 minutes, and they will go, they will say, oh, now your car is fixed.